Hello, so glad you are here. Welcome to my life on paper. I am Brianna, and I have another design team layout for Crafting Dragon Designs, which is on Etsy. And I don't have words. This is so beautiful. Okay, so well, first I'm going to take out a stamp set. So this is a close to my heart stamp set. It's called Moments. It's D1210. Um, don't know if you can find that again, but this decorative corner is like perfect for this layout. And I'm sorry I stole all that stuff away from you, but I ended up using I didn't like the black, and so I used a color of close to my heart ink. It's called Amethyst, and then I'm going to stamp out some corners with that. So this beautiful like frame, it's on the Crafting Dragon Design Etsy store, and it's called Fairy Goddess Clip Art. And there are 6 of these frames on one sheet. And what I did was enlarged it, had a little tech help from some kiddos. And then, so I made it big enough to fit on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. I don't have a 12 by 12 printer. And then I was able to print it that way. And you can tell it's not like pixelated or anything like that. It's still very clear. It's pretty. It's awesome. So here I am just stamping those corners. There's 2 different ones, and I decided I'm going to stamp the one on the opposite corners and then take the other one that looks just a little bit different and do the opposing corners. And it just what I didn't want to do was overpower this layout. I knew I wanted to just be simple because this the frame just is so beautiful. It works by itself. So I didn't want to add a lot to it. Um, I do have a Sizzix stamp. It's in 2 pieces. It says hello in the big letters, and the little letters it says happiness. And this is going to be a picture that you haven't probably really even seen yet. Of they my daughter before my daughter's wedding. It was her reception shoes, which are Nike sneakers, and then a garter, the perfume she wore, the wedding rings of both of them, and then the save the date. And the colors went beautifully with this. She's got purple laces, purple ribbons in her shoes. She's got the blue garter for something blue, and look at that. So the next thing I don't think I've ever done this before, but I took out a craft knife. Now I'm going to bring in a cutting mat, and I am just going to trim around 2 different flowers so I can tuck the picture in. It gives it a little, I guess it gives it a little bit more depth. And I left my kind of my trial and error in, but I sped this part up faster. So it's like triple, no, quadruple time. Um, but I didn't obviously do a lot. I'm going to do this flower just a little bit so I can tuck the photo in, and then I'll go down further to a floral on the bottom that the photo is overlapping, and I'll bring that up. And it works out quite well. My other idea was to kind of fussy cut out the frame, but I think again, I'm trying to keep it simple because it's just such a beautiful piece. I didn't want to wreck it by I don't know, fussy cutting. Not that I would have wrecked it by fussy cutting, it just didn't seem right. So, and this feels really right. There you can see it tucks underneath the bottom flower as well as that top flower, and I think it works perfectly. So I'll glue down the photo, and I'm going to bring in my mats, and I did trim those ahead of time. Um, the closest one is more of a bluey purple. Then we've got the dark purple, and then we've got the lilac color. So again, I was trying to keep it simple by layering solid colors. That's a lot of impact without causing distraction. And it actually pulls some of the colors out, so I liked that. So I trimmed down the title, and then I bring in my watercolors, and these flowers on the frame to me look very like watercolory. They look beautiful. I keep saying that. So I bring my watercolors. I've got 2 different kinds. Uh, the one on the left are from Amazon. The one on the right they are very shimmery. So I liked that. But well, and I tried it out because I stamped it an extra time. And Well, first I took the blue and I went over the bottom, the happiness, and because I had stamped the title with the amethyst color, by putting the blue over the top, you couldn't read happiness at all. So I decided I wasn't going to do that. And so then I used the blue to do the hello. And I can't remember if I thought the purple was too dark, maybe, but that purple is shimmery. So once, oh, and look at me go. Like I tried to do it really light and then I got some darker. So then with the blue, so I go darker a little bit on the all the letters. It's all good. It worked out. Now I'll glue my layers together. You definitely could gut it so that you save some paper and some thickness, but I do not need to save any paper, so I was okay just gluing these all down on top of each other. So I'm, kind of, oh, here is my, I think this is Blizzard. It's a Nouveau drop. And yep, white Blizzard. And it gives this shimmer and sparkle to the middle of the flower. So I use that. And I'm looking at my title and it kind of just melds into the background. So I bring out the watercolors again, and this is where I'm going to use the purple. I take the purple and I just go around the edges. And so I get that little bit of shimmer and a little bit of color, and I still have hello happiness there, and it doesn't call too much away from the rest of the layout. And of course it's all about the picture, so I'm just tickled that it all just coordinates together. I will have the shop linked along with the fairy goddess clip art. I will have that linked as well. I'll also leave my code below, Brianna10, it's 1N, and you can get 10% off your order. So, until next time, may your memories always have a home on paper.